Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexandra Carter. It's Tuesday, April 23rd. Here is News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl, who has a look at our early morning forecast. Bill, do we have more wind in store today?
We do. It's not going to be quite as windy as yesterday, but still pretty breezy. We could see 10 to 20 mile per hour winds, maybe some gusts to 30 miles per hour. What else is new, right? It's been a windy spring indeed, and a very windy month of April thus far. Now, yesterday it was windy, but it was mild. Temperatures well into the 60s for highs, 68 in Eau Claire, 69 in Black River Falls and La Crosse, 63 in Viroqua, and 66 in Prairie du Chien. Partly cloudy conditions as we're getting our Tuesday started. Again, the numbers from yesterday, 69 after a morning low of 35. Just a trace of rain with some spits and sprinkles in the afternoon with some widely scattered showers. Averages are 63 and 41, 86 and 20 are the records for today. Sunrise time this morning in about 8 minutes. We've got, again, a few clouds, as you saw, through CityCam scattered about, but this counterclockwise spin up over northwestern Minnesota, that's what I'm tracking for a chance for some rain showers again this afternoon. Current temps, upper 30s, Black River Falls and Sparta, 46 in Eau Claire, 51 in La Crosse, and 51 in Prairie du Chien. So seasonable today with that slight chance for an afternoon shower. Highs in La Crosse around 64 degrees. Much more information with my 8-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Bill, we'll see you then. Thank you. We start this morning with some breaking news. Crews battled an overnight barn fire outside of Wilton, Wisconsin. The call for that fire came in just before 1:30 this morning. For reports of the barn, nearby grass, and shed on fire, multiple departments were called to help fight the blaze. There were animals in the barn at the time of the call. We're not sure if they were rescued or not. This is on Knotgrass Road in Wilton. Stick with News 8 Now this morning and News8000.com as we continue to learn more. A key prosecution witness continues testimony at former President Donald Trump's Manhattan trial today. It comes after both sides presented their opening statements yesterday to the jury. Trump is charged with 34 felony counts of falsifying business documents related to alleged payments to keep an affair with an adult film star quiet ahead of the 2016 election. CBS's Jared Hill reports.
This is a witch hunt, and it's a shame.
After railing against proceedings following opening statements, today, former President Donald Trump is due back in a New York courtroom. The prosecution's first witness, former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker, also back on the stand. During opening statements, prosecutors argued that in 2015, Pecker met with Trump and his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, to work out a scheme to buy and conceal negative stories about Trump ahead of the 2016 election. One of them about an alleged previous affair with adult film star Stormy Daniels. In his brief testimony Monday, Pecker acknowledged the National Enquirer did pay for stories. Trump denies any wrongdoing. While Cohen did pay Daniels $130,000 to suppress her story days before the election, which Trump later reimbursed as legal fees, the prosecution characterized it as election fraud.
It's a case as to bookkeeping, which is a very minor thing in terms of the law.
In his opening, Trump's defense attorney, Todd Blanche, said that Trump didn't commit any crimes and, quote, "There's nothing wrong with trying to influence an election. It's called democracy." Cohen, who previously served prison time after pleading to federal campaign finance charges as well as other crimes, is also expected to testify.
He got in trouble, he went to jail. This had nothing to do with me.
Also today, the judge will hear arguments on whether to hold Trump in contempt for allegedly violating a gag order over his social media posts criticizing the trial.
In another courtroom nearby, New York Attorney General Letitia James and former President Trump's attorneys reached a deal to allow his $175 million bond to stand in a separate civil fraud case. That comes weeks after another judge ruled that Trump misrepresented the value of his assets in a separate civil fraud case, which Trump also denies. The teen accused of starting a fire in a Sparta Walmart has pleaded not guilty. 17-year-old Emma Smith charged with a number of counts, including arson. Back in December, she was allegedly responsible for starting a fire that ended up causing more than $7.5 million in damages to the Walmart. Her next court appearance is in mid-June. And burn bans are in effect for the city of La Crosse and town of Madera this morning. According to the Wisconsin DNR, danger for La Crosse County now at very high level. The La Crosse Fire Department says the ban will likely stay in effect until the area receives substantial rainfall again. While the burn ban is active, you are reminded to be extra careful. There is no open burning allowed. That includes the use of charcoal grills and recreational fire pits. None of that allowed within the city limits of La Crosse or the town of Madera. If you're trying to figure out what's for dinner tonight, here is an appetizing option. A good cause. Culver's is pitching in to help the La Crosse Jail Ministry by donating 10% of all sales between 5 and 7 this evening at the Mormon Cooley Road location. The La Crosse Jail Ministry provides counseling, resources, and support for inmates and their families in our area. By satisfying your craving for a Butterburger, maybe some custard, you will help support that cause. And also happening today, the Senate may take up that bill that would ban TikTok. The bill would give the company 270 days to break away from its Chinese parent company ByteDance or risk being taken out of the U.S. App Store. A TikTok executive vowing to take legal action if the app is banned. Legal experts say the company can argue in court that an outright ban would hurt free speech. The campaign trail making a stop in La Crosse yesterday. Vice President Kamala Harris visited the Hmong Cultural and Community Center, where she announced some of the Biden administration's final rules on senior health care to nursing home workers. News 8's Michael Germain has more on the VP's remarks.
The nursing home minimum staffing rule finalized today will require all nursing homes that receive federal funding through Medicare and Medicaid to provide at least 3.48 hours of nursing care per resident per day. That means a facility with 100 residents would need at least 2 or 3 registered nurses and at least 10 to 11 nurse aides, as well as 2 additional nurse staff to meet their minimum staffing standards.
Medicaid currently pays $125 billion a year to home health care companies, which is hundreds of thousands of workers. Now we are requiring that 80% of that money be spent on paying workers as opposed to administrative overhead costs.
Justin Byers, a worksite leader at SEIU Wisconsin, says he has seen firsthand how understaffing affects healthcare.
This rule is going to make huge advancements towards getting our patients the dignity and respect and aging with grace that they really need.
One nursing assistant says her facility has improved staff-to-resident ratios.
It's all over, nowhere where you go, hospitals, nursing homes. It's always a problem with getting help in there. And I don't know what to do. What can we do to bring this together for everybody can have enough staff?
The new rules will also require facilities to have a registered nurse on site 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The mandate will go into effect in phases, with rural communities having longer time frames.
That was Michael Germain reporting. Americans for Prosperity responded to Harris's visit, criticizing the Biden administration's economic policies. That statement reading in part, quote, "Since Biden took office, Americans are facing higher health care costs than ever before, and millions are delaying care because of it," unquote. The statement went on to say, Bidenomics is bad economics. Harris also spoke at the La Crosse Center, where she focused on reproductive rights. Abortion is a key issue for Biden's re-election campaign. During yesterday's visit, the VP criticized abortion laws that don't provide exemptions for rape.
The idea that some would be proposing and passing laws that say to a survivor of a crime of violence to their body, a violation to their body, that you don't have a right to make a decision about what happens to your body next, that's immoral.
Wisconsin reverted to an 1849 abortion law after Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022. Since then, a Dane County judge ruled the law does not prohibit consensual abortions, but bans feticide. Abortions resumed in some areas in the state following that ruling. The time now is 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news. Ground is being broken on a new high-speed rail connecting SoCal to Vegas. After the break, how the project could provide an economic and environmental boost.
It's Earth Month, when the world takes stock of its natural treasures. I'm Wendy Gillette in the Bahamas with 2 fronts in the battle to protect wild animals.
And for now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. The Australia Zoo paying homage to wildlife conservationist and TV personality Robert Irwin this morning by naming a new type of snail after him. The Figulaudra robert-irwini is one of 4 newly discovered snail species identified through DNA testing. Irwin says he is incredibly thrilled and honored, and he hopes it draws attention to the importance of protecting all living species. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news at News 8 Now This Morning is after the break.
Buygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Buygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step, from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select GMC Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Buygoff and Rohde. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. Buygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Welcome back and a good Tuesday morning to you. A check of that Schoolcast, by the way, it is 6:12. I'm looking at a very similar day today to what we saw yesterday. It's still going to be breezy, not quite as windy as yesterday. And we also will run a slight chance for some showers again this afternoon and early this evening, maybe an isolated thunderstorm as well. 53 at 7 a.m., 62 by lunchtime, and afternoon highs in the lower to middle 60s in the La Crosse area. Dog walking forecast. Look at this cute little guy. This is Cody. Cody's a rescue. Loves walks and food. What dog doesn't, right? Especially the food part. Cody hoping to walk with Faye at some point. And again, best bet would be this morning in terms of staying dry. Again, that slight chance for some showers this afternoon and early this evening. CityCam 8 showing just a few clouds scattered about, making for kind of a pretty sky out there. Again, that slight chance for some afternoon showers, isolated thunder in spots. Still breezy today. And then higher rain chances. We need the moisture, but unfortunately Friday and heading into the weekend, those rain chances looking pretty decent at this time. Now currently just some passing clouds. I'm watching that little counterclockwise spin up over northwestern Minnesota. That's what's going to pivot southeast across the region, bring those rain shower chances as we head into the afternoon. Current temps kind of all over the place again, mid to upper 30s in Sparta and Black River Falls, mid 40s in Eau Claire and Winona. 51 in the Cross, and 51 in Prairie du Chien. So slight chance of afternoon showers, still a bit breezy with highs in the Cross right around 64 degrees. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast coming up in just over 4 minutes.
In your consumer news this morning, fashion retailer Express is filing for bankruptcy and plans on closing more than 100 stores. The company operates Express Factory Outlets, Bonobos, and UpWest. Express has struggled to gain traction with consumers in recent years. Business observers say that's because it hasn't adapted to the rise of casual wear and the decline of formal and smart casual fashions. Express says it's received $35 million in new financing from existing lenders. It also has a potential buyer for a majority of its retail stores and operations. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg helped break ground on a new high-speed rail system that would take passengers from Southern California to Las Vegas. The $3 billion 218-mile-long project is expected to help cut travel time in half. Brightline says the all-electric train will be capable of speeds up to 200 miles per hour. Secretary Buttigieg says the new rail line will not only help move people around the region more efficiently, it'll be a greener option too.
Because the 15 is such an important freight route, that reduced congestion will have a material benefit to America's supply chains. Everyone who lives near the 15 will breathe less pollution into their lungs, and everyone across the country will live in a climate with 800 million fewer pounds of carbon pollution annually.
Brightline already has a rail system in Florida, which began service in 2018 and has plans to expand throughout the state. This new rail system between Southern California and Sin City could be in operation as soon as the summer of 2028. And just in time for Earth Day, the makers of Catan, New Energies, have come up with a twist to the original version, Settlers of Catan. Players now get a chance to address climate change in the game world by either choosing between renewable energy or fossil fuel-based power plants. While fossil fuels may allow a player to grow faster, it'll create more pollution and more problems down the road. The game is set to debut this summer. The world marked Earth Day yesterday, and the travel industry is increasingly playing a role in the planet's animal conservation. In today's Travel Tuesday, CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette explores their efforts.
An anti-poaching unit stands watch at Mantis Founders Lodge in South Africa, protecting a herd of white rhinos.
In the whole of southern Africa, the poachers are a huge problem.
Mantis Collection Chairman Adrian Gardner did something about the poachers who are after the rhino's horns. First, reintroducing the animal and other wildlife to the Eastern Cape province, and then making sure the once nearly extinct species would be protected, safely dehorned, and allowed to thrive.
What has Africa got if we haven't got our wildlife?
Gardner turned his private family home into a 7-suite hotel overlooking the bush, where elephants, giraffes, and lions roam. Its success is bringing other game reserves to the Eastern Cape. More travelers want to support conservation. A poll from late last year finds 88% of Americans agree more needs to be done to protect wildlife in national parks, and 83% are concerned about climate change threatening wildlife.
One animal conservation success story is here in the Bahamas, where hunting rendered the Caribbean flamingo nearly extinct in the 1950s.
That's when the Bahamas National Trust stepped in to help repopulate the bird. Now there are tens of thousands of flamingos that call Inagua National Park home.
They're found all throughout the Bahamian Islands now because the conservation efforts have been so successful.
Baha Mar Resort in Nassau showcases the island country's national bird.
We can actually create those genuine connections of people wanting to conserve our animals throughout the world.
The property, where we also stayed for a special raid, has an Espa Spa, Grand Hyatt, SLS, and Rosewood hotels, and everything flamingo, including yoga classes with your new feathered friends, feeding opportunities, and efforts to educate those of all ages.
Any questions you guys may have?
Many species are going extinct, and it's amazing that we're still able to conserve some species.
Those in conservation say these animal interactions can inspire a lifetime of interest.
Baha Mar currently has 27 flamingos on its grounds. That's it for your morning consumer news. Time now is 6:18. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl for a look at our forecast. Hello, Bill.
Hi, Alexandra. Before we get to that forecast, a quick check of the high temperatures so far this month of April, and fairly even, 9 days below average. Sunday was right at average, and then 12 days, including yesterday's high of 69, have been above average for the month of April in the La Crosse area. Nice little time lapse from yesterday. Again, we had some widely scattered showers yesterday afternoon with those passing clouds, a few spits and sprinkles here in downtown La Crosse, and just enough clearing around sunset time to make for a nice scene in our western sky. And then, of course, skies were clear to partly cloudy during the overnight. Here's a live look through CityCam. Just a few clouds still scattered about. And our temperature sits at 51 degrees at the airport and downtown at the station. Winds at around 10 miles per hour in the Mississippi, holding steady just under 7 feet. 46 for you folks in Eau Claire with a mostly sunny sky. Winds out of the southwest close to 10 as well. And the Chippewa River is on the decline. Current temperatures kind of variable. Once again, mid to upper 30s in Sparta and Black River Falls. Many spots in the 40s, including Eau Claire, Winona, Preston, Decorah, and Viroqua. 51 in La Crosse, 53 in Prairie du Chien. Winds generally from the west-southwest, 5 to 15. Unfortunately, it's going to be another breezy day. Not quite as windy as yesterday, but still 10 to 20, maybe gusting to 30 miles per hour. What I'm tracking is an area of low pressure. You can see that counterclockwise spin right about here, and that's going to translate south and east across the region as the day progresses and interact with the afternoon heating to bring that slight chance for some afternoon and early evening showers, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm as well. Sky Tracker will show that. Dry conditions this morning. Clouds increase towards lunchtime with those spotty showers translating south and east across the region through early this evening, then clearing overnight tonight and quite a bit colder tonight. We could see freezing temperatures in spots again overnight tonight. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with highs generally in the mid to upper 50s. Rain Tracker, like yesterday, showing anything that falls should be light, generally less than 1/10 of an inch if you do see a shower at your location. Temperatures today, pretty seasonable, about 5 degrees cooler than yesterday, low to mid-60s in the La Crosse area, mid-60s far south, and a little bit cooler as we head back to the north, upper 50s to low 60s around Mondovi and Osseo and Arcadia, mid to upper 50s in Ladysmith, right around 60 in Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls. Lows tonight, though, right near the freezing mark in the La Crosse area, down to the south, generally mid-30s, but as we head back to the north, colder conditions, especially Monroe, Jackson counties, mid to upper 20s there, 26 in Osseo, and Thorpe, 24 degrees, 29 tonight in Eau Claire, 27 in Chippewa Falls, 24 up in Ladysmith. So for today, still on the breezy side, that slight chance of afternoon showers, 64 for the high. Chilly tonight, 33 for the low, clearing and colder with full moon. It's the full pink moon tonight. And then tomorrow and Thursday looking dry, upper 50s tomorrow, mid-60s on Thursday. Unfortunately, well, we need the rainfall, but you hate to time it over the weekend. Good chance of rain on Friday, and still pretty good chances for some periodic rain and some thunderstorm chances over the weekend. Warmer Saturday, 73, back to 62 on Sunday. Some lingering showers on Monday with highs near 60 degrees. So overall, these next 8 days, pretty typical weather for the last week of April. Alexandra?
Happy to see some 70s in there. Thank you, Bill. The time now is 6:22. Still ahead on your morning news. If Taylor Swift's new album has you crying in the gym, don't grab the tissues just yet. Coming up in your morning medical news, the surprising link between listening to sad songs and a potential health boost.
MVC rivals clashing on the diamond, plus the Brewers were looking to open their series in Pittsburgh with a win. I'll have the highlights coming up in the Blitz.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Quality time with Taco John's. You never forget the big moments, like devouring your first slice of crispy oven-baked taco pizza loaded with 7 layers of classic taco toppings. Or your wedding. Both are life-changing. One-of-a-kind new taco pizza, only at Taco John's.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. and Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get $2,750 cash allowance, plus $2,250 trade assistance on Silverado, LTZ, and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
A1 Vacuum Sales and Service has been part of the La Crosse area for 75 years. And so we thank you for that opportunity and for supporting the area's largest vacuum store for all these years. Our mission is to provide great service and offer quality products that stand the test of time. And we will continue to be part of this wonderful area we call home. Leave a legacy that isn't plastic in a landfill and support the store that supports you. Thank you for your business.
A1 Vacuum. Our business is picking up.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time.
Welcome to the Blitz. The high school spring sports season is in full swing as we approach the end of April. A couple of our area squads were in action yesterday on the softball circle. Let's go to Logan High. Rangers hosting West Salem. Panthers throw the first punch. Top one, 2 runners on for Megan Johnson. She's going to find the gap in right center. Both runs come in to score. 2-run double makes it 2-0 West Salem. Bottom one now. Logan looking to respond. Miley Erickson lines a base hit in the left field. Rangers trying to get something going, but Josie Brudos is going to settle in. Gets the strikeout here. That ends the threat. Brudos was back at it in the second inning. Another big strikeout. Panthers avoid the threat again. West Salem rolls to the win, 11-1. Also had some MVC baseball action down at Copeland Park. Central taking on Toma. First inning, man on third for Central. Carson Jones goes down on strikes, but they've got to throw it to first. That's going to allow Zach George to come in from third. Central goes up 1-0. Toma looking to answer back. 1 on for Tucker Franson. He lines this one out to right field. That's down for extra bases. Owen Lawton comes in to score. We're tied at 1. Next batter, Jackson Steffel. He's going to line one in at center field. There it is. Little hesitation rounding third. Derek Tangier is going to throw a frozen rope into home, but Jude Alvarado makes the tag. Central saves the run. Next half inning, 2 men on now for Alvarado. He's going to get one through to the outfield. George is going to come on in to score. Riverhawks retake the lead. They get the win, 8-1. Brewers beginning a series in Pittsburgh against the Pirates. Home team goes right to work, top one. First batter of the game, Andrew McCutcheon drives one deep. This ain't coming back. Solo shot makes it 1-0 until Reese Hoskins changes that in the 5th. He gets a hold of one to left center, and this ball is gone. Hoskins ties the game 1-1 in the 5th, but in the 6th, Pirates blow it open. 2 on for O'Neal Cruz. He's going to drive both runs in. Cruz dunks a base hit in the left field. Pirates go up by 3. Brewers fall short in the series opener, 4-2. Twins at home hosting the White Sox last night. 2 on for Minnesota in the 1st. Welcome back, Max Kepler. He finds the gap in right center. That's going to be trouble. Both runs come in to score on the 2-run double. It's 2-0 Twins. Then in the 3rd, it's Kepler again. This time he shoots a base hit in a right center. Another run comes in to score. Kepler's 3rd RBI of the night makes it 3-0 Minnesota. And this one, all Twins. Top 7 now. Edward Julien joins the party. He had 3 hits on the night. And here's one of them, Julien's 5th homer of the year. Twins get the shutout win, 7-0. That's going to do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
It took 34 years to change this place from worn out to wonderful, slow and steady to keep overhead low. The same slow, steady growth has grown us to the best team of home improvement professionals in the region, over 80 today. Voted best to La Crosse because of exceptional quality and unexpected low prices. Whatever your next project, contact us today for a prompt free estimate. You have a problem, we have the solution. Better than you imagined for less than you expected. Contact the board store today.
You know, in my lifetime, I've been knocked around a few times. No matter how many times you get knocked down, hell, you got to get up off the turf. Back pain, knee pain, you name it, I had it. But when I walked into the Good Feet store and got fitted for arch support, I feel so much better. Very little pain in my back. I feel no pain in my knee. It is nothing like it. No matter who you are, whatever position you hold, in some way, we can help somebody. And that's what the Good Feet store does. They help you keep going with life.
The camper. It has been a reliable companion for your family's good times. But after years of use, it is showing some wear and tear. A broken window from an errant baseball, a couch that your dog allegedly chewed on, and an AC unit that doesn't work like it should. It's time to call Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. We have been improving your family's camper since 1970. Call us today and we will make your camper feel brand new. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. Repair, refinish, remarkable.
The top-notch teacher is really important to our organization. You know, our family's been giving back and our team for 5 generations, over 100 years, because our mission statement is to keep people moving. And as I think about the greater La Crosse region, our teachers is what keeps our kids moving, what keeps our community moving. And so it really aligns well with what we're about at Dahl Automotive, giving back. Our teachers are just so important, so if we can support them in any way, then that makes a big difference.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Earth Fair 2024 takes place Sunday, April 28th at Myrick Park, a free family-friendly event featuring Nature Place Crittermobiles, Marsh Walk, live music, farmer and artisan market, food vendors, and much more. Don't miss UWL Orchestra's final concert of the season, Summer Dances, Sunday, April 28th at the Annette Recital Hall in the Lowell Center for the Arts at UWL.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Golf to me is patience.
It's weird to say, but golf is life.
It is. It's the ultimate game of life. You know, it's an individual sport. You have to put in a lot of work to get minimally better. And that's kind of the beauty of it. You come back to improve.
That's why I love golf, is just every shot is different.
That next round, that next shot, you know, it could be that start of a story. I don't even want to say a game. It's more than a game.
Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Welcome back. In your morning medical news, a new study is finding women are more likely to survive health issues when their doctors are also women. They're also less likely to be readmitted to the hospital, although the difference is just by 0.25%. Researchers say that is statistically significant and noteworthy. They also say the finding may be different in younger populations. Another new study finding out when and why your weight plateaus when you try to lose weight. According to medical experts, a plateau can happen about a year into dieting. Although it varies from person to person, a plateau happens when your body starts increasing hunger to make up for all those lost calories. The study shows weight loss drugs can also help delay that plateau longer. Taylor Swift's much anticipated new album, The Tortured Poets Department, is smashing music records. It includes songs with titles like I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Fans are in for some sad songs about heartbreak as usual, but that may not be a bad thing. Mandy Gaither explains how Swifties and others may actually get some health benefits from the sadness.
From a record-breaking tour to a brand new album, Swifties everywhere are united in their love of Taylor, heartbreak and all.
I think music can be a real conduit for processing our own emotions.
Ariana Gallagher with Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center says there's an upside to sad songs. Listening to lyrics about the pain of a broken heart can actually benefit your emotional and mental health.
When we feel sad, I think there is a gravitation sometimes towards solitude, but we don't want to feel alone.
The American Heart Association says a broken heart has ties to depression and mental health and can lead to conditions like heart disease. But Gallagher says having a connection to someone, even if it's an artist you've never met, can bring hope.
Even if no one else knows exactly what you're going through, to know that someone else has been through something similar and came out on the other side to be able to sing about it is kind of remarkable.
A good cry can release feel-good endorphins and boost mental health, but holding back emotions may hinder your ability to have positive feelings. Gallagher says letting it all out can help you navigate those emotions.
To notice that relief on the other side of it when you have sort of gotten through it and you start to notice some other feelings rising to the surface. It's almost like a fever breaks.
So Swifties, turn up that music and let yourself feel it. There's no need to shake it off.
Gallagher says that feeling sad is a part of life, but if it's getting in the way of your ability to function in other ways, she says try listening to something that evokes a different emotional response. Be intentional about carving out time to be sad, but don't stay there. And back here closer to home, 3 new members took their oath and joined La Crosse's Board of Education. Tim Alberts, Adam Manka, and Jim Bagneski, all officially becoming the school board's newest members after this spring's election results were verified. While Alberts and Manka were both on the ballot, Bagneski was the only write-in candidate elected of the 7 who ran. The board also unanimously chose Juan Jimenez to be school board president.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
This will be Jimenez's 3rd term as president, serving most recently as president for the 2022-2023 term. Members also elected Deb Sukla as the board's vice president. A 102-year-old veteran is being honored. Congressman Derek Van Orden visited Eau Claire to present Chippewa Falls resident Neil Korn with 5 medals for his service during World War II. The medals were awarded more than 80 years after he first joined the Army. According to Congressman Van Orden, Korn should have had these medals earlier. During World War II, he was in Normandy picking up bodies and helping wounded soldiers on the beach for 45 days. He then put himself on the front lines fighting Germans during the Battle of the Bulge.
He saw good things and bad things. World War II is horrific, but this is a way to remind him and his family, that he actually answered the call to go defend us.
Korn is also being honored with an eagle feather from the Ojibwe Nation. The time now is 6:35. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl to tell us what to expect on our morning commute. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Alexandra. It's looking like a decent morning commute. In fact, today's looking very similar to yesterday, a dry morning and then a slight chance for some hit and miss showers this afternoon. A live look through CityCam, kind of a pretty shot here with sunshine peeking over the Mississippi River Valley. Just a few clouds off in the distance there, but all is quiet and dry. And boy, that grass just continues to green up across the region, doesn't it? Drivecast for today, again, dry this morning. Slight chance of showers this afternoon, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder in spots. And temperatures about 5 degrees cooler than yesterday, low to mid 60s in the La Crosse area. Still a bit breezy today, but not quite as windy as yesterday. Again, as you saw through CityCam, just a few clouds locally. I'm tracking this counterclockwise spin over northwestern Minnesota. That's an area of low pressure that's going to drop southeast across the region and bring that chance of afternoon showers. 30s in Black River Falls and Sparta, most spots in the 40s, although 51 in the Cross and 53 in Prairie du Chien. Again, that slight chance for an afternoon shower, seasonable today with highs around 64 degrees. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast on the other side of the break. Alexandra?
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8. We've got twins today, Hayden and Harper, turning 8 years old. They love to ride their bikes, go roller skating and swimming. Happy birthday to you two. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. Coming up, we have Executive Director and co-founder of Black in studio to talk about their upcoming Wingapalooza wing tasting event. That's after the break.
Hi, Mike on the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln in Winona. Right now we're doing an Escape Blowout. Brand new from $26,990, and that's less than a used one. Sugarloaf Ford never messes around on pricing. $26,990 for brand new all-wheel drive Escapes, and they're loaded. Low or no down payments and payments you can afford. We have less than 10 left, so they won't last long at this price. Bring your trade, don't waste any time, and get to the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln, Winona.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to build your dream yard or get out on the water, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $15 gift card for every $100 spent on Scott's products, like Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed, $64.99 after sale and mail-in rebate, or Scott's Naturescapes Mulch, 3 for $10. Save even more with mail-in rebate. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step, from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you. Learn more at olsonsolarenergy.com or give us a call.
My doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money. And you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
Sometimes in louder situations, it's tough to hear what others are saying.
We just thought, why not get a baseline so that we know where we're at?
I think the staff is very friendly.
They live here in our community. They care about the people that live here. They want to help people hear better. I feel like we're in the business of keeping people's eyes healthy, but I feel like keeping your ears healthy is also very important, and all of our senses are important.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Hey, welcome back and a good Tuesday morning to it. Is 6:40. A check of the allergy report. Medium symptoms today and tomorrow for maple and hackberry. Tree pollen will be high in general both days. And Allergy Associates tells me that tree pollen counts have been higher this year due to our mild winter and the warm weather we've had at times this spring. The wind doesn't help either. It kind of kicks up the pollen, and we've had plenty of that this spring as well. A Tractor Central mowing forecast, slight chance for some showers this afternoon, so I've got a yellow light there, but dry this morning, 64, and then green lights tomorrow and Thursday, upper 50s with lots of sun tomorrow, mid 60s on Thursday with a partly cloudy sky. Speaking of partly cloudy, that's what we're looking at right now as we look outside through CityCam. 51 degrees at the airport and downtown. Winds at around 10 miles per hour, and the Mississippi holding steady, 6.99 feet. 46 for you folks in Eau Claire with a mostly sunny sky, winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10. Current temperatures, we've got 51 in La Crosse, but some upper 30s in Black River Falls and Sparta, mid 40s in Eau Claire, Winona, Preston, Viroqua, and then 53 in Prairie du Chien. Winds generally from the west-southwest at around 5 to 15, and like yesterday, it's going to be a bit breezy, just not as windy as yesterday, but winds will shift to the northwest, 10 to 20, gusting to 30 miles per hour. The reason we've got a little area of low pressure, I'm watching this counterclockwise spin over northwestern Minnesota. That's going to drop southeast across the region, and as it does, it'll increase the winds again and also interact with the heating of the afternoon to bring a slight chance for some afternoon showers, maybe some isolated thunder as well. So dry this morning, but you can see those spots of green indicating the rain chances as we head into the afternoon and early evening hours. Like yesterday, they'll be rather hit and miss, and anything that falls should be pretty light. Clearing and much colder tonight. And then tomorrow, mostly sunny conditions with highs generally in the mid to upper 50s. Rain trackers showing anything that falls today will be generally less than 1/10 of an inch if you do see a shower at your location. Temperatures today will be seasonable and about 5 degrees cooler than yesterday. Low to mid 60s in La Crosse, mid 60s down to the south. And as we head back to the north, right around 60 in Osseo, 61 in Mondovi, 61 in Winona and Arcadia, 57 in Ladysmith, 60 in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. Frost and or freezing potential again tonight. Probably not frost due to the breezy conditions, but temperatures right near freezing in the La Crosse area. Low to mid 30s far south, and even colder to the north and east. Mid to upper 20s in parts of Monroe, Jackson and Clark counties, and even Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls in the mid to upper 20s. 24 tonight in Ladysmith. So for today, still rather breezy. Chance of those afternoon showers, it's a slight chance, 64, about 30% coverage. Small chance for a shower early this evening, clearing and colder tonight. Lows near freezing in La Crosse with that full pink moon tonight. Mostly sunny, 59 tomorrow, mid-60s on Thursday, and then rain becomes likely on Friday, perhaps a few thunderstorms, 63. Some dry time Saturday, but periodic chances for showers and thunderstorms through the weekend, 73 on Saturday, low 60s on Sunday, even some lingering showers into Monday morning, highs around 60, back around 70 though by the middle of next week. That's the latest check of my 8-day forecast. Now here's Alexandra with a guest this morning in studio.
We're thrilled to have Shondell Washington Spivey, the executive director and co-founder of Black Leaders Acquiring Collective Knowledge, or BLACK, with us this morning. Shondell is here to discuss their upcoming Wingapalooza fundraiser. Welcome, Shondell. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, nice to see you. So just tell us a little bit about what is BLACK, first of all, and tell us about its mission.
Yeah, so BLACK is an organization that has existed in La Crosse since 2016. Our mission is to empower and elevate the Black community of La Crosse and greater La Crosse. And so we do this by being a very youth-forward programming organization, and then we also have some adult programs as well.
Okay, and you do a lot of that through community engagement, through things like the Wingapalooza. So what can you tell us about Wingapalooza?
So Wingapalooza is expected to be a great time. We are trying to bring the community together, but then we're also using this as a fundraiser for our programs and operations. And so essentially Wingapalooza is a wing competition where we're trying to get all the best wings in La Crosse from every restaurant, private chef, maybe a home cook as well. And they're gonna come, make some wings, and then our community gets to come together and vote.
Okay, great. And so it's in June, right? When is it?
June 30th.
June 30th, okay. And where and what time?
So it's June 30th. It's at the Radisson Ballroom.
Okay.
Essentially, it is starting at
11 a.m.?
Yes.
Got some information on the screen for you, a little bit of a cheat sheet. Yeah.
Yes, 11 a.m. So it starts at 11 a.m. and essentially what will happen is the community will come out, they'll pay $20, they'll receive 3 tickets. And those 3 tickets are the 3 votes that they get to cast for the best wings.
Okay.
And so you can expect maybe some bribery.
Oh, okay.
You just never know what to expect. I think everyone says they have the best wings, and this is just an opportunity for them to prove it to us.
Right. You're going to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, we're getting to the bottom of it.
Okay. And so you said restaurants, home chefs, it's kind of open for whoever wants to.
Whoever wants to, yes.
Okay. And if someone does want to submit their wings, how do they get involved?
So if you want to submit your wings, you basically fill out our Google form, which is attached to our flyer, as well as on our website. And essentially you fill out the form letting us know, what your team name is, how we can get in contact with you. Then we reach out to you to just kind of verify everything and have conversations about, upkeep of food handling, things of that nature. And then you just show up with your wings and hope for the best.
Oh, right. And what is that website if people want to
So it's blacklax.org.
Okay, great. And what inspired you to create this event? Is it the first year or have you done this before?
So this is actually the first year. Okay. So we had talks about this in prior years of like, we should just have a wing competition and see what happens, right? And COVID happened. And so then we just took it away, took it off the market a little bit. But then this year is a big fundraising year for us, and we're really trying to increase capacity. We recently bought a building and a business, and so we're trying to just fundraise as a nonprofit organization, and this was one of the cool ways that we thought of to bring the community together, but then also just have a little friendly competition in the community.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, look at those wings, right? I think we're all craving wings after seeing that.
I'm ready.
So prizes, what can people expect to win as far as prizes?
Yes, so first place is $2,000, second place is $1,000, and third is $500. But we also have a 50-50 raffle with 3 prize drawings attached to it. So you basically pay $20 for 20 tickets. This is separate from the entrance fee.
Okay.
And so you can buy raffle tickets at the end, and throughout the day we'll kind of raffle off 3 different prizes based on the individuals that bought raffle tickets.
Okay.
And then we have the 50-50 raffle right before we give away the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place prize.
Okay, sounds great. All right, so blacklax.org if people want to learn more. Okay, thanks so much for being here, Shondell.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
No problem. Stay with us. We're back after this.
Coming up on CBS Mornings, we've got a big show today, including the next part of our months-long CBS News investigation to the growing epidemic of online romance scams. Today, Jim Axelrod looks at how one woman lost her life savings and ultimately her life after falling victim. And we've got an exclusive first listen to new music from the late pop star that would be Aaron Carter. His twin sister is here, releasing an album of music he recorded before his 2022 death. She'll be in studio to talk about that. Plus, Broadway star Bebe North is back in the studio today. She's back on the Great White Way after more than a decade in the new revival of the classic Cabaret. And our Jan Crawford caught up with country music superstar Eric Church. She got a look at his brand new Nashville bar, restaurant, and music venue. A lot going on there. It's called Chiefs. We'll see you 7 o'clock on the dot.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
At Taco John's, we believe a better Taco Tuesday starts with better tacos. That means using 100% North American beef, cooking shells in-house daily, and a deal that makes you say, how are these only $1.29? Taco Tuesday is every Tuesday at Taco John's.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic, which Car and Driver called fun to drive. There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
Right now, get the limited time Taco Grande pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
Isn't it time you turn your backyard into the oasis you've always wanted? Come to La Crosse Fireplace Company and find your outdoor setup. Imagine gathering with family and friends around your wood-fired pizza oven. Sit back and relax around your new fire table. Available in different sizes and styles to fit your lifestyle and budget. Stop in this month and receive 15% off all in-stock outdoor products. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is outside by the fire.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
It's the most important job in the city, but no one wanted it.
As write-ins, I think we saw that it is your vote. Every single vote is critical.
The mayor's election in Fountain City was decided by write-in votes. But what message does the lack of candidates send to the community and their representation? Thursday on News 8 Now at 6, a closer look at the effort to revitalize public involvement in small-town government and keeping those communities healthy and vibrant. Thursday at 6.
Welcome back. It's 6:52. Time for your morning news now. Starting with some breaking news. Crews battled an overnight barn fire outside of Wilton, Wisconsin. That call came in just before 1:30 this morning for reports of the barn, nearby grass, and shed on fire. Multiple departments were called to help fight the blaze. There were animals in the barn at the time of the call. We're not sure if they were rescued or not. This is on Knotgrass Road in Wilton. Stick with News 8 Now this morning and news8000.com as we continue to learn more. The teen accused of starting a fire in a Sparta Walmart has pleaded not guilty. 17-year-old Emma Smith is charged with a number of counts, including arson. Back in December, she was allegedly responsible for starting a fire that ended up causing more than $7.5 million in damages at that Walmart. Her next court appearance is in mid-June. Vice President Kamala Harris announced new nursing home staffing rules from the Biden administration during a visit in La Crosse yesterday. The minimum staffing rule requires nursing homes receiving federal Medicare and Medicaid funding to provide almost 3.5 hours of nursing care per resident every day. Harris says understaffing at nursing homes can lead to unsafe care. The new rules aim to reduce ER visits and promote more independence for families with loved ones in nursing homes.
And for care workers, it's going to be more time with their patients, less burnout, and lower turnover.
The new rules will also require facilities to have a registered nurse on site 24 hours a day. The mandate set to go in effect in phases, with rural communities having longer time frames. Americans for Prosperity responding to Harris's visit, criticizing the Biden administration's economic policies. The statement reads in part, quote, "Since Biden took office, Americans are facing higher healthcare costs than ever before, and millions of Americans are delaying care because of it," unquote. The statement went on to say, "Bidenomics is bad economics." The vice president also spoke at the La Crosse Center yesterday, focusing on reproductive rights. Abortion is a key issue for Biden's re-election campaign. Harris already stopped in Wisconsin twice this year as part of her fight for reproductive rights tour. During yesterday's visit, Harris criticized abortion laws that don't provide exemptions for rape.
The idea that some would be proposing and passing laws that say to a survivor of a crime of violence to their body, of violation to their body, that you don't have a right to make a decision about what happens to your body next, that's immoral.
Wisconsin reverted to an 1849 abortion law after Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022. Since then, a Dane County judge ruled the law does not prohibit consensual abortions, but it does ban feticide. Abortions resumed in some areas in the state following that ruling. If you're trying to figure out what's for dinner tonight, here is an appetizing option that also supports a good cause. Culver's is pitching in to help the La Crosse Jail Ministry by donating 10% of all sales between 5 and 7 this evening at the Mormon Cooley Road location. The La Crosse Jail Ministry provides counseling, resources, and support for inmates and their families in our area.
Well, temperatures this morning in the mid to upper 30s in Black River Falls and Sparta, 51 in La Crosse, 46 in Eau Claire, 45 in Winona. Slight chance of showers this afternoon, much like yesterday. Isolated thunder, still a bit breezy as well. Highs in the lower to middle 60s, and then freezing temperatures in many spots tonight, so much colder. 59 tomorrow, 65 on Thursday. Rain becomes likely Friday, and still a good chance of periodic showers and thunderstorms right through the weekend.
Thank you, Bill. Something you might want to do before that weekend rain is have a picnic. Today is National Picnic Day. Picnics are a long-time tradition. Back in the mid-18th century, French residents would dine al fresco, sometimes just a bottle of wine, cheese, and fruit. Over the centuries, picnics have expanded to include sandwiches, chips, vegetables, and stuff that you can put on the grill. Thanks so much for starting your morning with us on News 8 Now this morning. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, have a great day.